expertise is really on how the press works, and I just want to tell you a few things that I have come to believe after 19 years of working in it. Andrew Breitbart, a second ago, very wisely pointed out that the press, most of the traditional press, is not on your side.
That's right, we know that.
And you know, what you may not know is that's not entirely the whole story. It's not that the press isn't on your side, it's that they truly despise you. And have profound contempt, not simply for your ideas, but also for your culture. From the world from which you come. You really are an alien life force to them, and therefore not only threatening, but profoundly unattractive.
Wow.
So this is probably news from nowhere if you pay attention. There is no diversity in the press, despite much talk of diversity in the press, of getting people who look different to work in conventional journalism. There's been some success in that. There's been no success in getting people who come from different places or who have different life experiences. Virtually everybody who works in the press comes with a certain set of assumptions, and they, as you know, are not your assumptions. Now, this is a pretty well-worn speech, right? The liberal media doesn't like you, you know that. Well, here's the realization I had about a year ago. It's probably time to stop whining about it. Now, maybe the whole reason I'm not a liberal in the first place is because I don't like whining. I don't like people who whine about their childhoods. I don't like people who whine about how mean their dads were to them. I don't like people who whine about how the coffee is cold. Go make another pot. I don't like whining in any context, including when it's true, when it's accurate, when it's deserved. So look, to note that the media are against you when they kind of suck, fine. To whine about it, inexcusable. Go start your own. Yeah. And that's what we did. We started our own. Not to be as reprehensibly one-sided as the press that I left is. You don't want to replace one thing with the mirror image of it. No. I wanted to make something that was actually honest. That was beholden to nobody. That was sniffing nobody's throne. I spent the entire election season of 2008 working for a cable network whose name I won't mention. It really made as its mission the worship and adoration of one of the presidential candidates, whose name I won't mention, Barack Obama. And I thought, you know what, if I ever had my own news organization, that's the first thing I wouldn't do. That's the first thing I wouldn't do, suck up. Because there is nothing more shameful and embarrassing than an adult man kissing ass. Period. I would have a news organization that told the truth no matter where that truth led.
That's right.
Even if it led to some uncomfortable places and made people I pretty much liked uncomfortable and disliked me, I would tell that truth anyway.
That's right.
Because the truth does set you free, actually.
Yes,
And
sir.
so that's what we're doing, and we're doing it primarily with reporting. Now, we have a vigorous opinion section, and I've spent more than 10 years on television yapping about my opinions and have put, 4 kids through school so far on the strength of those opinions. So I'm not criticizing opinion. But the problem with opinion is it's pretty cheap, there's a lot of it. Everybody has it. Facts are rarer things. So where can you go to actually find out what happened? And read stories where the names are spelled correctly. And you can assume that what you read actually took place. That it's not just one man's opinion, it's reality.
Yeah!
So one of the first things we did when we started the Daily Caller on January 11th was set aside one full-time reporter to covering the Tea Party movement. And the reason we did that was not so we could suck up to the Tea Party movement, so I don't think it's any secret that I'm pretty much in profound sympathy. I would eliminate virtually every department except the ones that make wars and build walls. Just me. I'm for small government at a pretty radical scale. But that's not why we assigned someone to the Tea Party movement. We assigned someone to the Tea Party movement because I actually want to know what it was about. I was genuinely interested. And the first wave of reporting on your movement was, not surprisingly, hateful. Calling you names, vulgar names, dismissing you as wackos and racists. You're all very familiar with that. I'm sure you deeply resent it. You have every reason to. Let me tell you what's coming next. Patronizing, head-patting, treacly niceness. Oh, the Tea Party people, they're really not as crazy as we thought they were. Because the conventional press is one of two places. It's at your throat or it's at your knees. It's never looking you straight in the eye and giving you a fair shake.
Yeah.
And we will. We are not going to attack you unfairly. I like to think we understand exactly where you're coming from. But we're not going to suck up to you either. We're going to treat you like adults because that's exactly what you are.
That's right!
So I hope you continue to read us. www.dailycaller.com. I am honored to be here and grateful that you let me insert this little infomercial into the middle of your evening. But I'm proud of what we're doing. I hope you'll check it out. Thanks very much.
I wish you would tell us why. Daily Caller. I wish you would tell us.
Daily Caller?
Caller. I wish you would tell us why the press